All right, let's talk about something I think a lot of us have felt, but maybe haven't really put a name to. We're going to dive into this weird feeling, the solitude of success. You know that feeling, right? It's your birthday or you just got a big promotion, and everyone's looking at you, expecting you to be on top of the world. But you're not. You're just exhausted. You're smiling, you're doing all the right things, but it feels less like a party and more like a play you're the star of. So what's that all about? Well, it really boils down to this, that incredibly awkward spotlight. It's such a strange paradox, isn't it? The one moment that's supposed to be all about celebrating you is the exact moment you might feel the most out of place. And I'm telling you, if you've ever felt that, you are so not alone. See, for a lot of people, being the center of attention isn't this exciting, ego-boosting thing. Nope, it's more like being under a microscope, where every single move, every smile, feels like it's being analyzed. And that constant pressure of being watched, it's just a massive energy drain.
Okay, so let's get into the why. Let's break down the actual psychology of this feeling. Because it's not just you being weird, I promise. There are real, defined reasons that spotlight feels so incredibly heavy.
First up, there's this thing called evaluation anxiety, and you know exactly what this is. It's that little voice in your head going, am I smiling enough? Do they think I'm grateful? Oh God, was that an awkward thank you? That's it. It's the fear of being judged, and it just gets cranked up to 11 when you're the main event. And that anxiety, it forces your brain into overdrive, which brings us to our next point, social vigilance. This is the actual work your brain is doing behind the scenes. You're not just chilling, you are on high alert. You're constantly scanning faces, reading the room, tweaking your own behavior on the fly. It's like being an air traffic controller for social cues, and it's absolutely exhausting. So what you end up with is this huge internal conflict, right? It's this battle between the pressure to put on a performance and the deep desire to just be present. Let's actually look at how different those two experiences are. I mean, look at this. On one side, you've got the forced performance. You're in the spotlight, it's totally draining, and you're basically just following a script. But on the other side, genuine presence. You're sharing a quiet moment with someone, it actually gives you energy, and it feels real. It's the difference between an obligation and an actual connection. And this, right here, is probably the most important takeaway of this whole thing. Feeling this way isn't some kind of social flaw, it's not a problem with you. It's actually about what you value. It's about putting genuine connection way above some social ritual. I want you to really let this sink in. This is that aha moment. Preferring a quiet day doesn't make you ungrateful or antisocial. It often means you're just not as dependent on everyone else's approval, and you care more about real, authentic moments than big, loud ceremonies. It's simply a preference, not some kind of character defect. So let's completely reframe this. This feeling has nothing to do with being ungrateful or antisocial or even being an anxious person. It's about valuing authenticity. It's about valuing deep connections. And you know what? It's about valuing your own personal comfort over what society expects of you. When you see it like that, it's way easier to own it. Honestly, understanding this about yourself can be a huge source of quiet strength. It takes that awkward, uncomfortable feeling and turns it into a clear signal, a compass that points you toward what you truly care about. So, the next time you feel yourself wanting to duck out of the spotlight, just remember this. Your preference for the quiet, for the genuine, isn't a weakness you need to fix. It's a sign of what you truly hold dear. Which leads me to my final question for you. If you could just erase all the expectations, all the shoulds, what would a truly authentic celebration look like for you? Is it a hike, a quiet dinner with one person? Knowing that answer, that's the first step to finally celebrating your wins in a way that actually fills you up, instead of draining you.